Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And welcome to
There's Something Wrong with the Elizabeths. Part 2.
Part 2. Here we are again.
2 years later. It took us this amount of time to be ready, I think, and to get everything ready. These are really involved sort of setups.
Very, very involved. Today, and for the whole day, we will be watching...
I'm trying to block this lens flare.
Oh, I didn't even notice it. The M. Night Shyamalan classic, Lady in the Water.
Which I've never seen.
No.
And I know nothing about. And I'm really excited about. Before we go on, though, I'm noticing a lot of glitter.
Yeah, I was hoping it would show up on camera, but you can kind of see it there. I'm very shimmery. I am. It's a mild iridescence.
Yeah, pull the shirt down more, and maybe we'll get more viewers.
Yeah, maybe so.
There were 12 on our last one.
A whole 12, more than I ever thought. Mm-hmm. I really wish we were watching Showgirls.
Oh God,
I do. I wish we were watching Showgirls too.
No,
I do.
For those of you that haven't seen it or know nothing about it, there is a sequel to Showgirls called Showgirls 2: Pennies from Heaven.
She is.
It's 2.5 hours.
It's longer than the first.
It's longer than the first Showgirls. It genuinely feels like watching someone else's dream, because there's a lot of times where it's like, how did they get there? Or who is that person? Or it's like, oh, that person was my wife, but they're not really my wife because there's something else. It genuinely is like watching someone else's
death
dream.
Is always looming, but not really as like a major plot point.
There's a
just
cult.
A general fear.
There's a cult. She accidentally becomes a high-class prostitute.
She doesn't realize.
No. And her pimp is this really not very intimidating guy with a seahorse tattoo.
Seahorse tattoo. I was going to say it, and then I was like, maybe I dreamed that. No, that really happened. Mm-hmm. I've seen it twice now.
Oh God.
I'm going to see it more. I own it.
But yes, we recommend Showgirls and Showgirls 2, but just be aware Showgirls 2 is an experience.
I mean, I honestly, I wish we were watching the Emoji Movie. I wish we were watching anything else. This isn't gonna be fun. And I'm telling her this because she has no idea what she is in for.
Yeah, so I've never seen the movie. I remember really wanting to see it when it came out, when the trailers came out for it. I remember really wanting to see it. I thought it would look really cool. But in the lead up to this, I have done no research. I know nothing about it. I haven't watched trailers. I know nothing.
Nobody saw it, so there hasn't been a lot of talk over the last 14 years.
Did it come out 14 years ago?
It came out in 2006.
Okay, all right. So I also have a theory about what I think the movie is about. Which actually...
Let's hear it. I want to hear.
This fully coalesced in a dream, actually. I had been thinking about it a lot before I went to bed last night, and I was like, but what's the rest of the movie about? And it actually came to me in a dream.
It's beautiful. So, I think M. Night Shyamalan would really appreciate that.
Okay. All right, so here's what I think the movie's about based on my remembrances of the trailer from 14 years ago?
Yeah.
14 years ago, okay. So I think it's got Paul Giamatti. I think it's got Bryce Dallas Howard. Paul Giamatti lives in a motel or a cheap apartment complex. And I know from Lizzie that M. Night Shyamalan is in it, and he plays a writer who's writing the best book in the world. Okay, so...
So much better than that.
Paul Giamatti makes friends with a mermaid who came through a portal in the bottom of a swimming pool. The mermaid is played by Bryce Dallas Howard. The mermaid has come to Paul Giamatti because he's best friends with M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan is writing the best book in the world that will help end the mermaid versus werewolf war. Because the mermaid is, I think there's werewolves in the movie. I'm not sure. I kind of remember wolves in the trailer. So, but mermaid werewolf war. And so she and Paul Giamatti become friends, and she's going to help M. Night Shyamalan finish the book. And M. Night Shyamalan finishes the book, but here's the twist. The book isn't going to end the war. The book is going to end all wars. It's not going to give like the mermaids an advantage over the werewolves. It's going to give world peace. And that's not what the fucking mermaids want. They want to win the war. They don't want to end it. They want to win it because they want revenge against the werewolves. So suddenly, it is no longer humans and mermaids against the werewolves. It is mermaids and werewolves against the humans. And all of the humans in this weird motel/apartment complex have to band together and fight off the supernatural creatures.
I want to watch that movie.
Right?
I really want to see that movie.
Well, we're gonna watch it. That's what it's about, right?
Okay, so
Ready.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to tell you anything.
Okay.
And I actually think that this first viewing, I haven't told you this is a surprise. I think this first viewing should be silent.
No.
100% silent. I want you to experience this movie in its purest form.
No.
Without me, I don't want me to be like leading you in any way. I don't want to like tamper with your opinion with my opinion. I mean, I know that you're stronger than that, but I just mean I think this first viewing, no words about
You're
the
doing
movie.
this to me because that was the scary one for me for Showgirls.
Well, we'll get it out of the way.
Oh,
We'll get it out of the
God.
way. It'll be fine. To ease you in and make
Okay.
you feel a little bit safer, we have here Lady in the Water. It's backwards, so I'm going to tell you a bedtime story.
Oh, on the
This
back
is-
it says a bedtime story that might be true.
It might.
Okay.
From the master storyteller, M. Night Shyamalan. It says that too on the back.
Did he write that about
I
himself?
believe he did. M. Night Shyamalan says of this book, I tell stories to my kids, not as often as I should. I sometimes let them say a word or idea, and then I immediately start telling them a story, not knowing where it's going or how it will end.
So he has the kids start, and then he goes, well, let me stop you there. Now I'm going to take over. Child. How dare you
and
try and
maybe,
tell us?
maybe they have an idea how it's going to end, and he
Yeah.
has no idea.
No.
Sometimes I just see something in the room and say, you see that drawer? There's something in that drawer.
It's a good way to give your kids nightmares.
Sure. The night this story began, I looked out their bedroom window and said, you know our pool? I'll tell you a secret. I think someone lives under it. And the room went silent. You're invited to discover Lady in the Water, a fantastical reading experience that inspires readers to observe the world around them and consider their purpose on Earth. Lady in the Water provokes and empowers. It doesn't have an apostrophe.
Oh, someone
Oh, no, okay.
It's, okay.
It's dark. No, it still should have had one. It's
Okay.
dark mysteries and touch of magic lead us to the power of humanity and its power to change.
So right off the bat, I'm learning I wouldn't want to be M. Night Shyamalan's kid.
Right. I think we already knew that. Lady in the Water, a bedtime story. I actually like the illustrations. They're really scary. All right.
Is this a horror movie?
That is an excellent question. We will ponder that later, but I'm not
Okay.
answering anything.
Okay.
There are ways to know if they are in your backyard.
Oh, God.
Let's pick your backyard. If the sprinklers go off by mistake, you should take notice. It might mean something. And if you find the water in your swimming pool is a little bit slimy, then it definitely means something. There is something living under your pool. She is called a narf. First vocabulary word you can learn.
That's the one he went with?
Yes, narf.
Okay.
She is a very rare type of sea nymph. She made a room under your pool after the pool was made. All right. She makes a door on the floor of the pool. It is very hard to see. The handle of the door is a small, shiny pebble. It glimmers in the sun sometimes and gives itself away. If the crate at the bottom of the pool is big enough, she will use that as the door and save herself some work. Her room is beautiful. The walls are filled with cracks, thousands of them, like an egg that has been shattered.
That's really what I think of
I don't
when I think of a beautiful room. Cracked walls. I live in an old house, so it's appropriate.
Yeah. When she leaves, the dirt behind the walls slowly seeps through the cracks and collapses the room. That is why no one ever finds these rooms when pools are dug up. The rooms are no longer there. She's thinking ahead. She's a wily narf.
I don't want her for a contractor.
Good thing she doesn't die before the... Whatever.
Yeah.
I guess other narfs come in. The only things found will be bits of stone with scratches on them. These scratches were words once. Words she and others like her could read. She lives in this room for a short time. She stays there during the daytime. She is swimming in the pool to be seen by someone in your house. That is her purpose. There are other ways to fulfill that purpose.
I mean, so many.
It could be your brother, your sister, or one of your parents, or even someone staying at your house for a little while. They will see her only for a moment. They will look back and she will be under the water. They will think they imagined it. A woman swimming in the dark in the pool. A scary picture.
Yeah. I'm really uncomfortable. This is the movie we're gonna watch.
It is. It is. Okay, then they will feel something happening inside their chest. Somewhere between their heart and their lungs, they will feel pinpricks, like the needles from when we sit too long and our legs fall asleep. These pinpricks happen because something that was asleep inside these people, something they didn't even know was there, has awakened. Mm-hmm. These people are called vessels, second vocabulary word, and they will suddenly feel different. Everything they think will become very clear, and if they were scared before, they won't be scared. If they were shy before, they won't be shy.
So we've got Narf and Vessels.
Vessel.
Okay.
And here's the best part. Sometime in their life, it could be soon, it could be many years from now, when they are older, they will do something important for the world.
Oh, I feel like I'm getting a clue, because there's a part here, there's a little drawing that looks like a stethoscope.
Oh. I saw two snakes doing it. What do you see?
Is it a stethoscope? Is it two snakes doing it?
Is that how snakes do it? If the Narf is seen by the vessel that lives in your house, she will be taken home that night, back to the ocean where she will become free. She will be taken by the last of the giant eagles. He is known as the great Eatlon. Eatlon, I don't know. And he is the only one who can take a Narf back to the ocean. So Eatlon, not eagle, even though we already described him as an eagle.
So one eagle is in charge of all the Narf's Uber. And this is why they didn't help the hobbits before, because they were so busy with Narfs.
Excuse me,
Watson,
I'm reading.
We have canine guests.
Yes.
They'll keep us safe from the werewolf people.
Now here's the bad part.
Oh.
Werewolf people. There is someone in your backyard who means to stop her.
Oh God.
He is called a scrunt.
Scrunt. Third vocabulary
word. He looks
word.
like a hyena. He hides in your grass. There's
God.
that bad customer. The scrunt can lie so flat you cannot see him. His back is covered with grass. He will look like a bump in your lawn.
This is gonna make your kids never want to go outside again.
He waits for her. He is allowed to get her if she is out of the water. He has poison in his claws. 1 scratch will make her feel weak and dizzy. 2 will make her very sick. 3 scratches, well, then she will die. There is 1 night that he's not allowed to touch her. That is the night of the great Eelton comes. On this night, she is safe.
Who decided the rules? You know, like
he did. This is a 100% original M. Night Shyamalan story, and he hopes this book will be independent of the movie.
But no, on the same day. This is a story that's true, what I'm saying is like, who decided the Narf rules? Who decided the Scrunt rules? Like, why can the Scrunt not touch her? Why did all the other eagles die? I already have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping the movie will answer them.
On this night, he can only watch her. He will not break this rule because he is afraid of something. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Tartutic.
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 4th vocabulary word.
They have 1 name, but there are 3 of them. They look like monkeys. Why don't we just call them monkeys? Yeah. They are guards sent to punish the scrunts when they break the rules. Okay, they climb down from the trees and out of the bushes and snatch the scrunts away. They had like a little United Nations of scrunts and tartuks and narfs, and they figured this shit out.
What happens if a narf breaks the rules?
What happened? Ooh, yeah.
I kind of feel bad for the scrunts, or for the scrunts, because the monkeys are watching them endlessly. It's like Elf on the Shelf, but your entire life.
Eat those monkeys and then eat the narfs. And then...
yeah. Are we going to be on the side of the scrunts at the end of this?
We'll see. It's been a long time since I saw this movie. I was not going to ever watch it again unless I watched it for 24 hours.
Oh, man.
It's kind of one of those things not worth watching unless you're like really going to hurt yourself.
Before we continue, this is a very different, this is something that has separated the Elizabeths. One of the few things is that I'm here to have fun. Like, I think it's fun. I'm here also because it's been a very transformative experience. I'm a different person now than I was before Showgirls.
That's true.
Like, it's a weirdly transformative experience. Lizzie is not here to have fun.
No. I'm never gonna fight in a war, okay? This is like my time to prove my strength, my mettle, my emotional and mental fortitude will be tested with 24 hours worth of Lady in the Water.
I'm never gonna fight in a war.
This is it. This is my war. This is my, they said it couldn't be done, damn it, but we're doing it. I am the astronaut farmer.
I'm super offended. She sent me a tweet that was like, if someone paid you $1 million to watch the same movie for 24 hours, what movie would it be? It's like, we're doing this for free. But anyway,
Yeah,
sorry.
but someone else did come up with that, so it's kind of
Continue
fun.
the book.
All this may
Okay.
be happening in your backyard, if you have a pool, I guess. There is more to tell, of course, like why a Scrunt might break the rule and try to attack an Arf on the night of the Great Eelton comes, because there is a reason. And there are others to tell about, like there might be someone in your home who can help her if she gets in trouble, but you don't need to know all that right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just keep an eye out for signs of things in your yard, and one night, if you happen to glance out your window and think you see a woman swimming in your pool, and then you feel pinpricks in your glittery chest, know you have just seen an Arf, and you are her vessel, and one day you will do something important for the world.
All right, so first of all, I'd like to call M. Night Shyamalan on his privilege, because, so if you don't have a pool,
Then you can't ever, well, you can be a guest.
okay, so if
That's
you've got to be friends with a rich person.
Maybe a public pool?
Yeah, maybe a pool at the motel that you and M. Night Shyamalan share.
Yeah.
Is it an apartment or a motel?
You're gonna watch the movie.
All right, yeah, let's watch it. Lizzie, any parting thoughts before this first showing of Lady in the Water?
It's not gonna be fun,
Oh God,
but I'm very excited.
I'm really worried. I talked her out of the Emoji Movie because I was like,
Did you talk me out? Did you take it out of the thing?
No, we took it out together. We didn't do
took it out
Emoji
together.
Movie and B Movie. It was between this, Emoji Movie, B Movie, Jupiter Ascending, and Vampire's Kiss, and I selfishly insisted that we take out Emoji Movie and B Movie because
They're terrible.
They're awful, and it wouldn't be fun.
I think you took advantage one night when I was sleepy or drunk, and you convinced me to do that, because this just upped the likelihood that we would be watching this movie.
I would have been great with Jupiter Ascending. I have so many questions
Yeah.
about that movie.
No, that would be a fun one. This isn't going to be fun.
All right. Oh God.
Okay, let's start.